The images before us reveal the most fearsome predators to have ever roamed the ancient oceans, beasts so formidable that even the legendary Megalodon, the undisputed terror of the seas, is not the focus here. Yes, Megalodon, the monstrous shark that reigned supreme over the waters 26 million years ago, was indeed a nightmare for countless marine creatures. But today, we unveil an even more terrifying lineup, 5 of the most powerful, unstoppable sea monsters that ever lived, each one a ruler in its own right, dominating the prehistoric world with unmatched ferocity. Welcome back to the wonders of nature, where we journey through time to witness the rise and fall of the ocean's deadliest rulers. These creatures, though separated by millions of years and diverse in form, all shared a single, undeniable trait: they were the apex predators of their respective eras. Very few creatures, if any, could challenge their supremacy. From towering leviathans to lightning-fast killers, the depths of the ancient seas were ruled by beings so ferocious that survival itself was a brutal contest of strength, cunning, and sheer destructive power. Let us travel back a staggering 530 million years, to an era before fish, before reptiles, before even the first creatures dared to set foot on land. In the darkness of the primeval oceans lurked an extraordinary and terrifying predator and otherworldly being known as Anomalocaris, the strange shrimp. This creature was unlike anything alive today. With its bizarre appearance and nightmarish hunting skills, it was the undisputed king of the Cambrian seas. Anomalocaris was a creature of pure efficiency and raw lethality. Towering over nearly every other marine lifeform of its time, it could reach lengths of over 2 meters, an absolute giant compared to the minuscule creatures that shared its waters, most of which measured only a few millimeters to a few centimeters. What made it such a ruthless hunter was not just its size but its superior vision: 2 enormous, stalked eyes, each embedded with thousands of tiny lenses, granting it an unparalleled ability to detect movement, even in the dim waters of the ancient seas. Its eyesight was so advanced that it could easily outmaneuver and ambush its unsuspecting prey with deadly precision. Unlike modern shrimp or crabs, Anomalocaris was a master of speed and agility. It glided effortlessly through the water, moving with an undulating, wave-like motion that made it an exceptionally swift predator. And then, there was its terrifying mouth, an enormous, circular maw lined with razor-sharp, serrated plates arranged like a ring of rotating blades. When it struck, there was no escape. With a single crushing motion, it could tear through the protective shells of trilobites and other armored prey, turning them into nothing more than shattered remnants. For millions of years, Anomalocaris was the dominant force of the Cambrian oceans, an unstoppable predator that knew no equal. But then, approximately 440 million years ago, this apex hunter mysteriously vanished, lost to the sands of time. To this day, scientists are still puzzled: why did such a dominant predator go extinct? Was it a drastic change in the environment? A sudden evolutionary shift that left it vulnerable? Or did something even more terrifying rise in its place? The deep, uncharted past of Earth's oceans is filled with secrets, some lost forever, others waiting to be discovered. But one thing remains certain: the creatures that ruled the seas in ancient times were unlike anything we see today. They were giants, they were hunters, they were nightmares brought to life. And though their reigns have ended, their legacy as the deadliest beasts of prehistory remains unchallenged. Permanently erased from the surface of the earth, these prehistoric giants left behind only fragments of their once dominant existence. Scientists have proposed numerous theories regarding their extinction, yet none have been universally accepted as definitive. Among these lost creatures were 2 species of ancient crocodiles, ranking among the largest of their kind to have ever roamed the earth. These colossal predators thrived during the late Cretaceous period, approximately 75 million years ago, and were primarily distributed along the northeastern coastline of what is now North America. However, due to the incomplete nature of their fossilized remains, heated debates continue regarding their actual size and hunting capabilities. It was not until 1954 that researchers attempted a concrete estimation of their length, concluding that these formidable reptiles reached an astonishing 10 meters in length. Fossilized bite marks and skeletal remains of their prey revealed an unsettling truth: these apex predators regularly hunted hadrosaurs, duck-billed dinosaurs, as well as medium-sized bipedal theropods, including certain species of tyrannosaurs and winged dinosaurs. Their predation strategy bore a striking resemblance to that of modern crocodiles, relying on patience, stealth, and explosive power. Submerging themselves in murky waters, they lay in wait, motionless, until an unsuspecting victim wandered too close. Then, in a sudden burst of force, they would lunge forward, clamping their iron-like jaws around their prey. Using a terrifyingly effective maneuver known as the death roll, they would twist violently, tearing their victims apart with sheer brute strength. The combination of their massive size and bone-crushing bite force rendered them virtually unstoppable within their aquatic domain. Over millions of years, these creatures evolved into apex predators of freshwater and coastal ecosystems. However, as the Cretaceous period neared its end, another terrifying ruler emerged to dominate the prehistoric oceans, the mighty mosasaur, also known as the sea lizard. This marine reptile reigned supreme in the waters of North America and Western Europe between 66 to 82 million years ago, growing to lengths of up to 21 meters and weighing a staggering 33 tons. With unmatched predatory efficiency, mosasaurs were formidable hunters, their sheer size and devastating bite force striking fear into all marine life. Scientists classify them within the order Squamata, making them close relatives of modern monitor lizards and snakes, yet they had long since abandoned land for the vast, unforgiving depths of the Cretaceous seas. Despite their immense power, mosasaurs were not solitary hunters. Fossil evidence suggests that these monstrous reptiles exhibited pack-hunting behavior, coordinating their attacks with intelligence and precision much like today's orcas. Their cognitive abilities and group strategies allowed them to overpower virtually any adversary, whether it be giant fish, marine reptiles, or even fellow mosasaurs. Their ancestors had once been small terrestrial lizards, but through eons of adaptation, they had developed webbed limbs, streamlined bodies, and powerful tails, enabling them to become the ultimate marine predators of their time. Yet, no predator reigns unchallenged forever. Even these monstrous sea lizards had an enemy, a shadow lurking beneath the waves, an ancient horror that rivaled their size and lethality. Scientists have reconstructed fossil evidence of a creature that shared the ocean with the mosasaurs, a beast so formidable that it could snatch and consume them whole. This formidable opponent was none other than the largest squid species to have ever existed. Unlike today's colossal squids, which remain elusive in the abyssal depths, this prehistoric cephalopod was a nightmare made real. It possessed 10 massive tentacles, each lined with serrated suckers capable of ensnaring and suffocating even the most powerful mosasaurs. Once a mosasaur was caught in its crushing grip, there was little hope of escape. The squid would constrict its victim, slowly draining its life away until it ceased struggling, its enormous body becoming yet another meal for the depths. Belonging to the cephalopod class, this ancient squid was an apex predator in its own right, demonstrating that even the mightiest hunters were not invincible. It thrived in the darkest corners of the ocean, a silent executioner waiting for the perfect moment to strike. This epic battle for dominance between mosasaurs and the colossal squid was a testament to nature's relentless, unforgiving cycle and eternal struggle where only the strongest, smartest, and most adaptable survived. And yet, despite their supremacy, both creatures would eventually vanish, swallowed by the tides of time, leaving behind only their fossilized echoes for humankind to uncover millions of years later. Similar to other cephalopods, the colossal squid possesses a soft body, making fossilization nearly impossible. Only its tough, rigid beak remains as evidence of its existence. For this reason, the colossal squid has remained an enigmatic figure in the marine world, eluding scientific study and fueling myths of deep-sea leviathans. Researchers have tirelessly attempted to reconstruct its form and characteristics based on the behavior and physiology of modern squid species, yet the mystery surrounding it endures. Ancient predatory battles in the oceanic depths have long captivated scientists and enthusiasts alike. One such battle, often speculated about, is the encounter between the prehistoric Leviathan whale and the fearsome Megalodon. Despite being identified in the fossil record approximately 400,000 years after Megalodon, the ancient sperm whale quickly established itself as a dominant predator. With a reign spanning between 11.6 and 13.6 million years ago, this formidable cetacean displayed characteristics that made it a true ruler of the seas. Bearing a striking resemblance to modern sperm whales, this ancient beast dwarfed most contemporary marine predators. It boasted an imposing length of 13.5 to 18 meters and a staggering mass of approximately 50 tons. However, its most terrifying asset was its arsenal, an enormous set of teeth. The upper jaw housed interlocking, serrated teeth designed to latch onto prey with devastating efficiency. The lower jaw, equipped with equally menacing fangs, seamlessly fit into the grooves of the upper jaw, forming a near-impenetrable grip capable of slicing through flesh with surgical precision. At the forefront of its deadly weaponry was a single tooth measuring an incredible 36 centimeters, the largest tooth ever recorded in the animal kingdom. The skull of this whale stretched a formidable 3 meters in length, providing a foundation for its lethal hunting techniques. While modern sperm whales rely primarily on suction feeding, their prehistoric counterparts employed brute force, utilizing their immense craniums as battering rams. Against smaller prey, a swift, bone-crushing bite was all it took to seal the victim's fate. However, when faced with a more formidable adversary, such as Megalodon, this behemoth whale would resort to a devastating headbutt, striking with immense velocity to inflict massive internal damage before closing in for the kill. The impact alone was enough to cripple a victim's vital organs, leaving it vulnerable to the final, fatal strike. But the most terrifying trait of the ancient sperm whale was not its size, nor its teeth, nor even its brutal hunting tactics, it was its intelligence. Unlike sharks, which relied purely on instinct, the prehistoric whale belonged to a lineage of highly evolved mammals. This granted it not only superior cognitive abilities but also the capacity for strategic hunting. Even more chillingly, it possessed the one advantage that could spell doom for any solitary hunter: teamwork. Like their modern descendants, these whales lived and hunted in coordinated pods, ensuring their survival and solidifying their dominance. Megalodon, despite its monstrous reputation, was a lone predator. One-on-one, the outcome of a battle between the two could be uncertain. However, in a battle of numbers, the result became devastatingly clear. Megalodon, often romanticized as the ultimate marine killer, certainly had attributes that placed it at the top of the prehistoric food chain. Estimates suggest that its maximum mass reached an astronomical 100 tons, and at its largest, it stretched an imposing 20 meters in length. Its bite force was unparalleled, capable of exerting tens of thousands of pounds per square inch, making it one of the most powerful predators to have ever lived. It was built for destruction, its muscular frame streamlined for sudden bursts of acceleration, its razor-sharp teeth engineered for tearing through even the toughest of hides. Unlike the whales it hunted, it did not need to surface for air, granting it a tactical advantage in drawn-out battles. In every way, it was a juggernaut, a finely tuned killing machine honed by millions of years of evolution. Yet, despite these staggering advantages, Megalodon had one critical weakness: it lacked the problem-solving abilities of its mammalian adversaries. Intelligence in the animal kingdom is often the deciding factor in life-or-death situations. Even today, modern orcas, distant relatives of the ancient sperm whale, have been observed exploiting a chilling weakness in sharks. By flipping them onto their backs, orcas can induce a state of tonic immobility, effectively rendering their prey helpless. If their prehistoric ancestors possessed similar knowledge, Megalodon would have found itself at a severe disadvantage. What chance does raw strength have against intelligence wielded with deadly precision? Perhaps even more damning for Megalodon was its isolation. Unlike the pod-based structure of the ancient sperm whale, Megalodon was a solitary hunter. In a one-on-one confrontation, the battle could go either way, depending on size, stamina, and circumstance. But in a battle against 2, 3, or more Leviathan whales, the fate of the monstrous shark was sealed. A pack of coordinated, strategic hunters working in unison could overwhelm even the most fearsome of solitary predators. When all factors are considered, the intelligence, the teamwork, the lethal weaponry, and the battle tactics, the likelihood of the ancient sperm whale emerging victorious against Megalodon becomes increasingly evident. It was not simply a matter of brute force but one of strategy, cooperation, and adaptability. While Megalodon may have ruled as an apex predator in the ancient oceans, it was not invincible. And in the presence of a pod of determined, highly evolved whales, even the mightiest shark that ever lived would have met its match. What do you think? Would Megalodon have stood a chance against this fearsome adversary, or was the ocean's true apex predator not a shark at all, but a whale? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.